Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to my video. Now, if you're something like me, my mind is always racing, always going a million miles a minute, temporally jumping from the past to projections of the future. And it never just settles down to the moment, to right now. I struggle to just stop and be present. And I've found a pretty simple practice that's inspired from another YouTuber called the Atomic Shrimp. And I highly recommend that you check out his video on it. But here's my take and here's my version of it. Now, what are we gonna do? I want you to pick one thing that you like to do on a day-to-day basis. Something that you can do right now and start within 20 seconds of watching this video. Whether it's writing in your journal, making a cup of coffee, going for a walk in the park with your dog, going for a run, lifting some weights, you get the gist. Something simple and not extravagant. Just something simple that you enjoy doing and that brings you happiness. That's what I want you to do. It has to be something that you enjoy. Now, before we begin this activity, I want you to just promise me something. Please, please. Just don't judge yourself. Just give yourself these 5 minutes just to not judge yourself while you're doing this. But I want you to close your eyes and pretend, okay? I know, big. So close your eyes and pretend that this is the last ever time you can do this thing. And you'll never ever get this opportunity again. Sort of interesting, isn't it? Now it's going to change how you experience this thing because you're going to be remembering each little thing that you're doing is the last time that you're ever going to do this again in your life. So let's go with the cup of coffee thing. If you love making your own coffee, grinding the seeds or opening that jar of coffee, this is the last time ever that it's going to happen. So I want you to focus on all your senses. What does this look like? What does this feel like? What does this taste like, smell like? Everything. All these little coordinates in your mind that you're getting, I want you to just remember them and linger on them. That piece of paper that you like writing in your journal, feel the grains of the paper in between the pulps of your fingers. That coffee bitterness and sweetness, let it linger on your tongue each sip you take. You're going to take your time now because this is the last time that you're ever going to experience this thing again. And that's good. I want you to linger on them. I want you to ruminate on them. Notice the little things about this experience that you don't notice on a day-to-day basis. When you listen to your favorite song, listen to that extra little layer that's hidden under everything and see if you can notice it. When you're writing in your journal, feel the strokes of the pen. Pay attention to how it feels to write your feelings, your thoughts. Let it sink in how it feels to write, how it feels to get your creativity out on paper. I want you to be paying attention to all of these little things. Every little message your brain is getting from this experience that you enjoy, I want you to pay attention to it. Just like how when you go through a negative experience or you get really anxious and overwhelmed and you start to notice how you're breathing and your stomach feels sick and you start to feel your hands sweaty, you notice everything that's happening in your body when you're nervous. But I want you to use that negative and turn it into a positive. So feel everything head to toe when you're going through this positive experience. And so as you're about to finish whatever thing you chose to do, make sure that you have 0 regrets. That when you finish this cup of coffee, this run, this song, that you won't think back and say, I wish I'd got one more chance. This is it. I want you to wring out the enjoyment from this activity. Get everything you can from it. And once you're done, I want you to pay attention. Pay attention to how you're breathing. Pay attention to what you're thinking about. Pay attention to how tense or calm your body feels. I don't want you to be thinking of, oh, what about in the future? Will I get this feeling again? Blah, blah, blah. No, I want you to be here and feel what you're feeling now. A lot of the issue with why we don't feel present on a day-to-day basis is because we're not allowing ourselves to have the chance to experience our day. We're living day to day, thinking about tomorrow, thinking about yesterday. But this exercise really helped me just experience the day. And I hope it helps you as well. So remember, let your brain linger on the taste of happiness. And you'll see changes when you're doing something you enjoy. You'll start to feel like you enjoy it more because you're letting yourself experience these things more wholly. And therefore you have more coordinates from your brain telling you all these different things happened when you listened or when you did this thing. So if you're ever feeling anxious, worried, mind is in the future, elsewhere, come back to this video and find your peace again. Bye.